Not exactly championship basketball, but the Golden State Warriors, they wrap up their series with the Memphis Grizzlies, taking it home in a game six. Final score ended up being 96 to 110 Golden State. I ain't gonna lie to you, I was a little bit concerned for Golden State considering the fact they had them turnover woes. Once again, they had like 17 turnovers opposed to the Memphis Grizzlies, six turnovers, and they really weren't shooting the ball very well from the field. Excuse me, from the 3-point line with 38%. But Klay Thompson showed up at a perfect time because he was definitely struggling for the Golden State Warriors during the course of the series. He had one point where he was like 7 for 7 from the 3-point line, and ended up ending the game with 30 points, shooting 8 for 14 from the 3-point line. But it showed during the course of this game today that definitely Klay, he rose to the occasion as a champ, playing as like a champion, and didn't matter what happened in the previous games, how terrible he shot. He just kept on shooting. He was extremely efficient tonight, and he ended up leading the Golden State Warriors to a dub. Of course, Steph Curry too as well, considering the fact that I the turnovers. It all comes down to the turnovers, and Steph does put up a lot of shots, but they both showed up. The two stars for the Golden State Warriors. Um, 29 points, definitely did their thing for sure. And excuse me, Draymond doesn't really get a lot of credit, but Draymond, as far as him being the key distributor on this team, uh, did his thing as well tonight. Now, again, they played like it shows why these guys are champions. Like they were extremely resilient. Didn't matter how many turnovers they had. They kept on going on the floor and trying to do their thing. I was concerned again before this game even started, like that lineup of what the Memphis Grizzlies wanted to do was play them two bigs with Jaren Jackson Jr. and Steven Adams, and that was very very concerning for me for the Golden State Warriors, where I was like, man, it's a possibility this game could go 7 games. But to the credit of the Memphis Grizzlies, considering the fact that they was without John Morant, which honestly, I'm not saying that they're a better team without John Morant. They just move the ball a whole lot better without John Morant. And sometimes it just ends up being a little bit too much hero ball when it comes down to just being John Morant, being the key guy on the court. Like Desmond Bain stepping up, Derek Brooks stepping up, um, Darren, Desmond Bain 25 points, Derek Brooks having 30 points. They ended up being some big, huge contributors. Now, this reminds me of the situation where back when the Golden State Warriors were on the rise and they ended up losing to the San Antonio Spurs. I want to say that was probably the 2015 season. They ended up losing to the Spurs in the playoffs and the semi-conference finals, and they went on to be the Golden State Warriors you know today. I feel like that's something that you're going to see with the Memphis Grizzlies. They're not exactly ready yet to be champions. They're going to ascend and possibly be one of the teams to be trifled with in the Western Conference for years to come, considering the resilience that they showed in this series, where they can compete on that level with the best of the best, and they ain't scared. They literally ain't scared. So I'm excited for the Memphis Grizzlies. Much respect to the Memphis Grizzlies. Uh, they played hard. They definitely play hard. But Golden State Warriors, man, again, moving on to the conference finals, they definitely got to clean up them turnovers. If they want to win the championship, they definitely got to clean up them turnovers. They can't be going in there having 17 turnovers and expect to come out with a dub.
Nah, for the bay. Nah, for the bay. We don't care what you said. Nah, for the bay. Nah, for the bay. Nah, for the bay. We ain't hearing what you said. Nah, for the bay. Fire!